Hi, my name's Anne from Orchid Systems, and today I'm going to show you how to make relevant documents visible between staff working in two separate but associated companies without having to email and/or distribute copies of the documents internally. In this scenario, we have two companies, ORC Limited, the retail company, and ORC Inc., the manufacturing or assembly company. The customer sends a PO to ORC Limited, and the associated sales order is entered into ORC Limited. Some of the items on the sales order are to be assembled in ORC Inc. and sent to the customer by ORC Inc. Inter-entity trade will automate the internal purchase order in ORC Inc. and the internal sales order in ORC Inc. for ORC Limited. But the staff in ORC Inc. need to see the comments on the original purchase order from the customer. Similarly, when the staff in ORC Inc. send the goods to the customer, the staff in ORC Limited need to see the care instructions that ORC Inc. sent with the goods. We can use Document Management Link and configure to show the documents from both sides. In reviewing the purchase order, we see that Ronald Black wants 10 fluorescent desk lamps, 100 bulbs, and 15 halogen lamps. Both the desk lamps require special finish, so we must order them from ORC Inc. too. We do this by entering the sales order in ORC Limited and using the ship via E2 to create a purchase order in ORC Limited against ORC Inc. 2 for those particular items, just the fluorescent desk lamps and the halogen desk lamps. When we post this order, additional documents are created. A sales order number 79 in ORC Inc. 2 is created for purchase order 39, and purchase order 39 was created for order 81, which is this order that has just been created. In the alert box for order entry, we have configured some extender notes, for example, showing the total year-to-date sales for customer 1200 and the total quantity sold, net sales, and average price for the currently highlighted line. We're showing some notes for the customer as to when the credit limit was last changed. We're also showing some documents for invoices printed already for this particular customer and some label requirements for the currently active line. But most importantly, we've also configured two additional document management link boxes, one to show the customer's purchase order and one to show any other documents associated with this particular sales order. So I'm going to drag and drop the original purchase order from Ronald Black into the document management link box, and it has relabeled it based on the name, the PO number that I had typed in the PO number field. Opening up the associated PO number that was created, we can see PO number 39 was created for the two desk lamps, and we've associated the original sales order number in the reference. And at ORC Inc. 2, order 79 was created, and because we have in the reference the original sales order number, we are able to associate back to the original PO. When ORC Inc. 2 ships and invoices this sales order, they may want to send some additional information back to the customer, for example, shipping instructions. So we can drag and drop that document and associate it with the order 79. And this document will now be visible for order 81 in ORC. Limited. The configuration required to renumber the original document to the purchase order number based on the order entry screen and to save it away in the appropriate folder is this particular configuration row. The folder gives us the folder that it's to be stored in, and value is replaced by the order number. And because we configured to rename the file was renamed as we dragged it in based on the contents of value 2, which is the purchase order number. This is the configuration row that is needed to see both the purchase order number and the shipping documents that were attached by ORCLTD 2. And this is the configuration required to show the purchase order from the customer against the purchase order applied that was created to order the goods from ORCLTD 2. And in ORCLTD 2, this is the configuration that is required to enable us to see the purchase order against the original customer purchase order against the sales order in ORCLTD 2, as well as to attach the shipping documents to the sales order in ORCLTD 2. And finally, in inter-entity trade options, you need to map the OE sales order number into the PO reference number. And when creating the sales order in ORCLTD 2, you need to map the PO reference number into the sales order reference number. So in the ORCLTD 2, you still have the reference back to the original sales order number, in our example, order 81. Thank you for watching this video. For other videos and for more information on our products, please go to orchid.systems. Also, you can contact your local business partner.